joining me tonight. In this video, I will be talking about the new food I am feeding my betta fish. In this tank, I don't know if you'll see him, but he might come in and out of the video once in a while, is Malachi, my male red, white, and blue plaquette. You may have seen some breeding videos of him and Liberty a couple weeks ago. I will be doing another update video on that as things twisted slightly in the situations with that. But anyway, on to the topic, fruit flies. Fruit flies? Yeah, like, you know, those little things that fly around and like to be in your kitchen and be annoying. Why do you want fruit flies? Because they're good for fish? What all fish need is flake food, right? And bettas, they live in these tiny puddles in the middle of nowhere, right? You need to do some research on bettas. Anyway, so fruit flies. I decided to get fruit flies as part of the diet for my bettas for when I'm breeding them, and just as a new everyday diet type food. So I feed them maybe once a day. I do skip days here and there when I get busy and stuff, because it does take a little more time to feed them fruit flies, but not that much extra time. Fruit flies are a good, more natural, protein, nutritious food for them, as it's something that they would more likely eat in the wild than flake food that's mushed up with I don't even know what. I do feed my fish flake food once in a while, but that's not their full diet. So I mainly feed once a day, as I said, and I think I'm losing thread about what I'm trying to say, but I will be showing you guys how I feed my fish fruit flies, and not all of them take to it as greedily, I guess I could say, as others, but most of my bettas actually really like it. It did take some of them some time to actually get around to eating it. Like Liberty, she's in this section up here. She didn't seem to like them at first, but after a while she seemed to get used to them. And let's see, Reuben snapped onto them at once. He really chowed them. Scout did so as well. She really enjoyed them. Malachi seems to enjoy them. And I want my breeders, like my main breeder fish, to be the ones that really like them, because they're the ones who really need more of the protein diet. Because when they get bred, it's a lot of wear and tear, and it's a lot of work for them. So, where did I get my fruit flies? I mean, can you just go into the pet store and say, hey, where's your wingless fruit flies? From my research, I do not believe either Petco, PetSmart, or Pet Supplies Plus sell wingless fruit flies. I ended up buying my fruit flies from a company called Josh's Frogs. I will link their website in the description box so you can go find them. They had pretty good shipping, and they came nicely packaged. I was not home when they got here, but I had a friend come pick up the package, and by the time I was home and opened them up, a couple days later, about a week later, there was a nice couple fruit flies, and then it just grew from there. So one of the tips on their website for beginners, if you're just starting to feed your fish or reptiles fruit flies, is to stick the container in the fridge for about 10 minutes so that they're a little slower. So that's the method I've been doing. So they're in the fridge right now, and I'm about to go get them and show you how I feed them. I will give, let's see, maybe 3 to 5 flies per fish. Don't want to overfeed them, of course. One of my fish actually did get bloated belly and he passed away. That was Rubius. I'm not sure if it was from overfeeding on the flies, because it's kind of hard to control how many go into the tank at once. But that is a thing to be careful of. Don't like overfeed your fish every night. Don't feed them 7 flies a night. And then if you also are conditioning them to breed, like feed them again early in that day. So kind of want to pace yourself a little bit on that. But anyway, let's just show y'all the fruit flies. Alright, so I went down and grabbed the flies. So how I do, I'll show you before I get too far ahead of myself. So this is what the fly culture looks like after a couple weeks of having it. I don't know if my camera won't be able to pick up the little guys moving in there. But this is what the lid is like, little vent holes so that they can get some air, and then we have some culture substance at the bottom, and I don't know what it's called, like grass hay. I'll see if I can get it to focus. Those little moving things in there, those are the fruit flies. And there's some also like larvae probably in there as well. Some days when I look at it, it's really thriving. Some days it's slower, like in between stages. So I think today's one of the slower stages. I should probably figure out how to mix up another batch of fruit flies so we can have a fresh culture. I am planning on doing another video on that sometime. So if you are interested in learning more about fruit flies, you can learn along with me because this is my first time having a culture. That'd be awesome. Stick around. So I feed them in a little betta cup, and I use a little card here to keep them in the cup sometimes. So what's suggested on the website is to tap on the lid a bunch of times so that all the flies fall off, so that not as many are escaping into your house, especially if you are, well, anyone will probably do this. So I do this for a while, just to make sure. And I'm going to take the lid off. I'm not going to show you guys very long, but this is the inside of the lid, because I don't want the flies to escape. So now I'm going to take the betta cup, and take this, and tap so that flies fall into, is that a fly or is that a piece of mania? A piece of mania fell into the cup, that's not what we want. I'll be back once we have some flies. Alright, so I got the flies into the cup and quickly put the lid back on. You want to do it fast just to make sure not too many flies escape, and I will show you them inside the cup. You can see them moving around. So like when I'm feeding them, every once in a while I'll give the cup a little shake to make sure that they don't escape out of the cup. And now it's feeding time. Alright, so I'm at Ruben's little quarantine tank here. He's about to graduate back into his other tank. He was being cured of fin rot, and I'm about to tap a few of these in his water. There we go. So there's just 2 of them in there right now. It's a little awkward to feed and film at the same time. So there he goes. And I will show you feeding Malachi. I might not show you feeding all of them just because that'll take a while. So there's Malachi. Oh, does he see the camera? So Scout is a big fan of these guys, so maybe we can get a good shot of her devouring some. There we go. Yep, and she's enjoying those little guys. And there goes the last one. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this video. As far as I can tell, Malachi still hasn't figured out where the fruit flies are. But I tell ya, he likes the flies. When he finds them and actually eats them, he enjoys them. So that is how I feed my fish wingless fruit flies. And when you're finished, the main thing you want to do is make sure that this is closed tightly. Like, as you can see, I'm overdoing this slightly. But just so no little fruit flies escape, I did find some crawling around where I keep this container, even though I check regularly. So it could have been just some that I missed that were running around on the carpet for a while that found their way back up there. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will hopefully be having just an all-over general update coming pretty soon. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, I don't like fruit flies. Why would I want to watch this? Because it's educational. It's good to have a nice educational knowledge. I don't know. That was really random. Anyways, if you didn't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down, I suppose. It's good to get input on things. If you are new to this channel, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you'd like. Don't if you don't want to. I enjoy reading your guys' comments. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And I will see y'all tomorrow with Milo Monday thing. When I am done with the fruit flies, once the lid is completely on, I just keep it behind a bookshelf, well, in a bookshelf behind some other items, just so they're out of the way. You literally, that's all you do, just feed them to your fish and store them. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been going well.